The girlies are going analog for 2026. Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the channel. We did it. The channel has officially gotten 1,000 subscribers.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
I really thought, I was hoping rather, that I would have made that in 2025, but nonetheless, we're gonna celebrate every win this year in 2026, right? Whether it's small or whether it's huge. For me, what might seem like a small win to others is a very big win. So thank you all so much for everyone who liked a video, shared a video, commented on a video. Thank you so much. I really do like the community we're building over here, and I look forward to engaging and sharing more with you guys as 2026 progresses. Please, as always, let me know in the comments what content you really like. I know that I get a lot of interaction on the styling videos, on any fashion content, and this channel is primarily about fashion, but also I am a woman of a certain age. I will be officially 48 this month, and so I tend to also talk about things that affect people in midlife, whether it want to be exercise, perimenopause, stuff like that, things that are affecting me. Like right now, I am sweating. Give me a minute. Okay, so speaking of things that people are doing in midlife, well, this trend that I recently came across on TikTok is not necessarily a midlife trend, but for me, I know it's something I was thinking about for a long time. And when I realized it was a trend, I'm like, you know what? What's the harm in jumping on it, right? The girlies are going analog for 2026. And what this is essentially is getting offline hobbies so that we are not intentionally doom scrolling on our phones, right? And I know a lot of us, myself, putting myself at the top of that list, is very into doom scrolling at night. So when I should be sleeping and getting my 8 hours sleep, I am on TikTok or Instagram. And so when I really saw this trend, I thought I would jump on it. So I have decided that I'm gonna try about 4 different hobbies or things. I wouldn't necessarily call them hobbies, but there are 4 things that I have added to my going analog curriculum for 2026. And the first one is scrapbooking. It's scrapbooking. Now, I have never scrapbooked before. I'm not even sure I'm doing it the right way, but it doesn't matter because nobody is grading my work, right? Ever since I've known myself, I like to collect little trinkets. Like if I go to a concert, I like to save the ticket. I like to save the armband. When it comes to my kids, you know, I've saved their little hospital tags, their first christening outfits, things like that. I feel like we don't have anything tangible anymore. Like, you know, I go on these incredible solo trips, and then when I want to remember the solo trip, I have to go back in my phone. One thing I look forward to every time I go to Jamaica and go to my mother's house is my sister and I, we always go through the photo albums and look at pictures of ourselves when we were kids, when we were teenagers, when I first started having my babies, you know, family events, you know, pictures with your cousins you haven't seen in 20 years, 15 years, whatever, right? And now that I am a grandma, I want my granddaughter to be able to also, or any other, right now it's just a granddaughter, but we don't know, that may change in the future, but I want my granddaughter, my grandchildren to be able to look back at something tangible and appreciate, and as well as to know that their grandma lived a very full life, right? So I've started like here. This was my solo trip to Puerto Rico. I included my trip to visit my son in Vancouver. This is after I hadn't seen him for like 8 years. When my granddaughter was born, from the first ultrasound to, you know, the first few months of her life, things like that. And what I can say so far, I find this to be very therapeutic. Like, I put some music on And I sat down for like, I didn't even realize on Friday that I was doing this for like 3+ hours. I started at like 5:30 in the evening and I didn't get done till like 9:30. This is definitely an analog activity that I plan to continue for the foreseeable future. Now, the next thing I've decided to do is that I'm going to join my local library. I've always loved reading. Growing up, I joined the Harborview Library. For those of you who are Jamaican and from the East, I joined that library. I really love reading and I still love to do so. But what happens now is that whenever I buy the books, then I'm forced to find somewhere to store them. And I don't have anywhere to store books. But at the library, I can borrow the book and return it. So I will keep you updated on that. I haven't joined the library yet, but I plan to do so. The next thing I want to start doing is collecting vinyls. Like, I got a little record player last year sometime and I keep putting it off. So I want to start collecting vinyls because that's another really great memory I have from my childhood, is that my mom always had these incredible albums. Donna Summer, Michael Jackson, Off the Wall, like really great albums that she would play all the time on her record player. And I feel like that's an activity that will make me nostalgic. Like, I can just imagine putting a record on, my Sade greatest hits, drinking a glass of wine and scrapbooking. So that is another analog activity I plan to add to my curriculum in 2026. And then last but not least, I plan on joining a local Toastmasters club. I did a quick little search before I made this video, and there seems to be maybe about 3 that are relatively close to my apartment. So I am going to check them out and see which one I best fit at. Now, when I lived in Jamaica, I was a member of a Toastmasters club at my corporate job, and it was really great. I was a member for many years, and I feel like public speaking, for those who don't know, Toastmasters is a club that helps you to perfect your public speaking. You give speeches, you learn to think on the spot, and I feel like that is a skill I have lost. I think that's a skill I have lost, and I want to train that memory again and ignite it. So I will be joining a local Toastmasters club, working on my public speaking, and hopefully that will help me to meet some new people, make new connections, and maybe even friends, because right now I don't really have close friends. So we'll see where that leads. I'll keep you guys posted. But that's the video, guys. It's really short and sweet. I just wanted to again come on here and say thank you so much for helping me to reach my initial goal of 1,000 subscribers. And honestly, I have a goal in mind for 2026, but I am just going to keep making my content, keep posting, keep putting it out there, and not like share the goal, because I don't want that to be the focus of my channel. I just want to keep improving on my content, keep serving the community, and just see where that takes us. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. And as always, please like the video. Please comment below. Let me know how you feel about the Going Analog 2026 movement. And also let me know if, now that you've learned about what it is, if you'll be doing anything analog for 2026. And I'll catch you on the next one.